My name is Alan Toe, and I'm from 14.7. And I'm here to talk about the new wideband that I'm designing. It is the world's smallest wideband and the world's lowest priced wideband controller in the world. So this is next to a Canadian quarter. So you can see how small it is. A Canadian quarter is roughly equivalent to an American quarter. The only difference is its value. It's a lot less. This is 1.2 square inches. So you can see there's stuff on the one side, there's stuff on the other side. I cheat a little bit, put stuff on both sides, but managed to get it small. Price is $50, and for $50 you get everything that you see in front of you. All the surface mount stuff is done, and what you need to do is you need to solder in connectors on the side over here, and that connects. And those connectors are to connect to the sensor and to power and ground. Alternatively, if you don't want to use the connector, you can just solder wires directly to the board. There's footprints over here for 7 LEDs and to show your AFR, and there's 2 user settable modes for the display, a wide range and a narrow range, and you toggle between wide and narrow by grounding glass pin on the unit. In wide range, each LED represents 1 AFR, so it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 AFR. And then in narrow range, each LED represents half an AFR, so it's 11, 11.5, 12, 12.5, 13, 13.5, 14 AFR. There's also a 0 to 5 volt linear output. It's fully buffered and it's suitable to be connected up to your aftermarket ECU or your data logger. And the range on that output is 10 to 20 AFR. There's also a simulated narrowband output, which you connect up to your stock ECU, and that stops it from throwing out a check engine light. So, okay, we'll move on now to the unit working and functioning. So I have the unit connected up to my power supply and connected up to my Bosch sensor. So, and these 2 LEDs, these are optional LEDs. You connect them externally to the unit, and these show the sensor temperature. So if this one's on, this one's off, that means the sensor is cold. If this one's on, this one's off, that means the sensor is perfect temperature, and if they're both on, that means the sensor is too hot. So right now it's at perfect temperature. Okay, there's a PID controller that controls the how much power is sent to the heater inside the Bosch sensor, and you know, it does a really good job at keeping the sensor at perfect temperature. So, and look at the display. The last LED is lit, which means it's lean. So, and the AFR of free air is lean, very lean. So, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sensor, and I'm going to use my lighter and give the head of the sensor some gas, and you should see the display toggle from lean to rich. So, give it some gas now, rich. And as free air diffuses into the head of the sensor, it'll slowly climb up to lean. Give it some time. Yes, climbing up, climbing up, climbing up, climbing up. Alright, that works. Do it again one more time. Lean. Slowly climbing up. Okay. Do it one more time. And I'll show you the linear voltage output. So it was rich, around 0 volts. And it'll start slowly climbing up to almost 5 volts. And yep. Okay. It doesn't quite get up to 5 volts. It should get to 5 volts, but the op amp that I use is not quite rail to rail. and so it clips around 4.5. So you don't get the last 2 AFR range, which is around after 18 AFR, then it cuts out. So you don't quite get up to 20 AFR on the linear output, but it's not a big deal, I don't think, because most people never tune for 18 AFR. Okay, that's pretty much it for this unit. I also, oh yes, there's a 60-day money back guarantee on this unit when I start selling them, and nobody in the automotive electronics industry offers that, but I'm willing to offer it because this is the best value in the market, and you try it. If you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. It's only good. It's the best way to do business, and also I'm confident that you'll agree that this is worth a lot more than the $50 that you paid for it. Fantastic unit. So over here I have I'm working also on a prototype. It's the big brother of the little guy, and this has USB internal memory for data logging. I think it's got 5 analog data logging channels. It's got EGT reader. It's got you can show your boost, and it's got a 2x16 character LCD backlit. It's blue and it's high contrast. Looks really nice, beautiful LCD display. And this is the case that it's gonna fit in. Case like this. So if this guy was not on the market, then the wideband that I'm designing now would be the world's smallest wideband. But because this is going to be launched on the market, this is first place, lowest priced. And this will be second place in terms of size, and it'll be second place in terms of price. I'm targeting the price for this around $140 without the wideband sensor. And this competes against my competitors' $150 wideband controllers that are without sensor, that are basic wideband controllers. And again, this unit has all the features of a $350, $400 plus wideband controller. Again, USB internal memory for data logging, 5 data logging channels, built-in RPM pickup, 0 to 5 volt linear output, simulated narrowband output, 2x16 character LCD backlit, and both these units are accurate to 0.01 lambda, and the accuracy doesn't really have anything to do with the electronics. It has to do with the sensor. The sensor is a limiting factor because it's only accurate to 0.01 lambda, and the circuitry that I'm designing is able to read much more accurate than 0.1 lambda, and much finer resolution than 0.1 lambda. Unfortunately, it's the sensor that's the limiting factor. Nothing I can do about that. And this guy will also have a 60-day money-back guarantee when I launch it. The time frame for this guy to be launched would be probably in March, and this probably about a month after. Both of them should launch around springtime, so it's a lot of work, but yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this product and that product. So that's what's been keeping me busy for the past little while. Spent a lot of time working on this, and finally now it's getting close to completion. So, all right, take care, guys. Thanks for watching.